rougher and it was unsuccessful.
I mean, it's barely 50% of good lifts made so far.
This guy's a human anatomy chart. I saw him in the training hall a couple days ago. His back is just unbelievable.
Those big red discs there, 25 kilos apiece.
Ça va batailler bien jusqu'au bout et on va se rapprocher des 170 kilos très probablement.
So, group of Chinese fans as well. So the Armenians have got competition. Ah, absolutely excellent. Best lift we've seen. 165, 76 kilos 45. Just a reminder, he's lighter than the Armenian at 76.45, and he's lighter than his teammate. So in that respect, he's got the edge. Really, feet just absolutely steadied, planted, no adjustment. Confident of the weight. 66 with the lighter body weight. So the defending champion in a bit of trouble, and now could be in more trouble over the next 3 or 4 minutes if Liu can lift the 170 and then some. Liu, the Asian champion this season, so he's in good form. He, in that competition, only made 3 out of 6. He didn't have to push himself, but it was a really good warm-up competition for him. Went 160, 192 for 352. Today he's looking for 370 to take the title. And as I said a couple of years ago, 378 he won this championship with in Korea. So all is possible for him. Locks on the snatch with that wider grip, almost out to the extension of the body. Oh dear. So the world record holder ain't going to be going for any world records now. He's got to get this. If he gets it, he gets a 4-kilo pull and body weight over his nearest 2 rivals. He has 1 minute and 57 seconds in which to try again. Bit of a shock there. Don't think anybody was expecting that. I think they all expected him to lift 170. That world record, by the way, wasn't set last year in the World Championships. It was set in Goyang. In terms of clean and jerk, in Goyang, he lifted 204 to win the title last year in the World's 200. And Martirosyan had 200 as well, but he had much the better snatch last year, 173. Well, a minute to come back onto the stage so he can be as meticulous as he likes. Right, job to be done. So this for the lead, this for the gold in the snatch. Final lift of the first half. That's what champions are made of. Puts it right, uses that third attempt, wins the gold medal, goes 4 kilos clear, and China find themselves in gold and silver with the defending champion from Armenia in bronze at the halfway stage. Between the three of them, 4 kilos, but the body weight advantage also goes to this man. Millimeter perfect, good drive up, feet just slightly wider apart on this third attempt, but really good lift. So about 10 minutes now, a little bit less than that already to get ready for the clean and jerk. In 4th place, Razvan Martin from Romania, from the B group, all the way up into 4th place on the ranking, as you'll see in a few moments. 158 he had, so he was some way off the 166 of the men in 2nd and 3rd, but nonetheless a competition certainly of 2 parts when we focus and concentrate on the clean and jerk. And for Martirosyan, the defending champion, work to do, as you can see. 2 out of 3 on 170, 4 kilo advantage there over Su. Also, likewise, over Martirosyan, who loses that silver medal because of the heavier body weight. Razvan Martin from the B group, 3 really good lifts to earn.
He is within the 2 minutes required for his recovery. There could be a change in movement. And then we're going to need 200 kilos, please.
200 kilos goes on the bar, and it's going to be the first lift of Liu, the man who has the lead. Currently, Martirosyan in the overall lead. He's also posted 200 for his 2nd attempt. Su, the other Chinese lifter, posted 201 for his starter. He's obviously still to come. Incidentally, the clean and jerk world record, it's one of those extraordinary achievements, dates back to Trenchin in the Slovak Republic, 2001. 210 kilos. Oleg Perepechenov of Russia. Power jerk. Very confident. Had to wait for the down signal there. 2-1 against. So, right-hand referee looking at press outs, particularly from his angle, would be on Liu's right arm. Now, so far, the jury fairly motionless, not anybody making a move at the moment. Let's have a look at that right arm. But he's got the majority vote there, 2-1. That's all that matters. So the bar going to 205 kilos. We're not going for Perepechenov's world record, that's for sure. Although I say that, I'm just thinking about the Korean. The Korean is noted for going for extravagant last lifts to pull it out of the fire. And he might just have a pop at the world clean and jerk record, which has stood now for 10 years. It's one of the longest records. So the leader at halfway, the current leader. Power jerk to take him to 375 kilos. And Liu is now just 3 kilos short of the total he amassed in 2009 in Goyang, and he looks relaxed, he looks confident, he looks ready to take on all comers. So the Olympic champion, the Korean, letting the Chinese have the stage at the moment there on this day, but the Olympic champion has come up from 5th at halfway to take the overall bronze, and now Liu, 375 kilos. He's 3 kilos ahead of his colleague. This is a 6 kilo lift. 6 kilo increase to take him to 381 kilos. Nobody in the World Championships or in the Olympic Games has ever lifted this amount in this weight category. Can he do it? Oh! So he leads, but it's down to the very last lift and his own teammate, Xiaojun. Ironically, the man who at the last two major competitions has failed. Gets very deep. Natalia, a disappointing day for Tigran Martirosyan, only 356 kilos. Completing the top five, the Egyptian Ibrahim Ramadan Ibrahim on 345. And a lot of failures and withdrawals. As you see, the clean and jerk results there. A really good climax to this competition. And Randy, fantastic finale.
Yeah, although, you know, I came out of the snatches saying even though they were misses, they were dramatic. I would say, you know, having 3 world attempts, 3 world record attempts was dramatic. The last miss, I don't know, wasn't that exciting. The first 2.
Yeah, I know. And still Parapachenov's record stands.
Oleg must just be grinning, you know, wherever he is in Russia right now, grinning, you know, having set that. But interesting, we saw 2 missed jerks, a missed clean, we saw a missed squat jerk, we saw a missed split jerk.
Yeah, and 1 or 2 controversial decisions there as well. But at the end of the day, China have got 1-2, so a few more smiles from them. This is the situation at the end of the championship. Liu Xiaojun regains the title that he won in Goyang. Xiaojun puts away the nightmares of missing all those clean and jerks in major championships last year. And Sa, the Korean, comes with that extravagant late run, which he's noted for, and pulls himself up into overall 3rd. And a really disappointing day at the office for the world champion of 2010, Tigran Martirosyan. Not a bad performance there by the Egyptian there. He's a long way off the lead, but he 345, not too bad. And the man from the B group, Razvan Martin for Romania, finishing in 6th place. Well, Randy, it was sort of a bit of a roller coaster there. Competitions very definitely of 2 parts.
Yeah.
Look at all those people who didn't make it at the end of the day. The European champion Yagi Dudoglu, Kamba and Balul. We're going to take a little break.